Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is November the 14th, 2022. It is cold. Okay, it's not that cold yet, but it's only 4 degrees here, and that's cold enough for me right now after having 20 degrees the last few weeks. And yeah, you know what? We're supposed to get snow on Wednesday. There are parts of the province right now that are getting snow today, and unfortunately my wife is driving back from Montreal with a friend, and they're gonna have to drive through it, so I'm hoping they're gonna be okay, and they'll just take their time and get here when they get here. So fingers crossed that everything will work out well for their drive home. And when snow arrives here on Wednesday, they're saying 5 to 10 centimeters, so it shouldn't be a whole lot. But if it comes, hopefully it comes after I'm finished work. I hate doing the mail in the snow. It's cold, it's slushy, it's messy. Yeah, and it's harder to drive, of course. But that's not why you tuned in today. You tuned in to see what Ron from England sent in his envelope last week. You can see the stamps that he's used on the front. And I want to show you the stamps that he's included on the inside. It is a mixed bag of stamps of a variety of countries and different themes. This one, of course, from Poland, an Olympic stamp. There's a nice doggy from Poland. An exploration one from Poland. We'll zoom in on that one, just because it's a 70-year-old stamp. It's cool. And do you think of the Vikings and Poland together? Well, I guess the Vikings went everywhere that their boats could get to. Some Hungarian stamps with fish. An Irish stamp. A couple of Austrian stamps. There's one French stamp. The Netherlands. Romana. Some English stamps with a nice sheepdog. Highland cow. Did you know that the only country, and I just learned this yesterday from my cousin, the only country that doesn't put their name on the stamp is Great Britain? They have the silhouette of the monarch there. But it doesn't say Great Britain anywhere on it, or England, or Scotland, or what have you. We've got this nice Charles and Diana stamp. You can see one of the interesting things from this stamp is that Diana was actually taller than Prince Charles, or King Charles now. But to make it look, I don't know what the appropriate word is, but give him some power, I guess. They made him look taller in the picture. I've been watching The Crown. I just finished watching season 5 this week. Kind of sad watching it. I know that there are lots of liberties in it, and it's not all truthful. It's made for television and all the rest. But with the passing of the Queen, seeing her portrayed this way feels a little odd. Right, here we've got one Finnish stamp. There's a couple here from South Africa. So I don't know, have you guys been watching The Crown? Is that something you guys watch on Netflix? There's some German stamps. One of them there's got a little bit taken out of it. Same with this one here, the corner is missing. Oh, this one here. Butane. Some Spanish stamps. Reorganize these ones here. Czechoslovakia for the split. Nice zebras, or zebras, depending on your pronunciation. Some stamps from Yugoslavia. And that's it. All those wonderful stamps from all those different countries. Some countries that don't exist anymore. It's fascinating to see different countries and how they create stamps, what they think of as themes. Many countries do similar themes throughout the years, whether it's animals on it or famous buildings or sites you see in your country. But to learn new facts all the time is great. I had someone just recently post comment on one of my videos with Irish stamps, and he went line by line and told me every stamp that was in those lines, and told me how the markings work and the different dates of when the markings change, whether it was a sterling stamp, whether it was a European stamp, a Euro stamp, excuse me. So yeah, it's great. And I know I'm not perfect, so if you see mistakes that I make, I know my brother is great to point out in a loving way if I've made a mistake, such as the last video I did. I had a couple mistakes in it. I had a postcard that I was sending out, or I'm sending out, that was Expo 67 in Montreal, and I made the comment that says everyone knows that Olympics based on Nadia Comaneci. Well, that was actually the Olympics from 1976 in Montreal, yes, but the postcard was from the Expo, something completely different. Same city, 67, 76, inverted the numbers. So I pointed that out. I also had a Doctor Who postcard that was going out, and I said Matt Smith and Amy Pond. Well, Matt Smith is the actor who played the Doctor, and Amy Pond is the character, not the actress. So if I did the actor's name as Matt Smith, it should have been Karen Gillan as the actress that played Amy Pond, or I should have said the Doctor and Amy Pond. So yeah, some of these things, all of these things actually, when I do these videos, I don't do a script, I just blab along, and sometimes the words that come to my mind and then come out my mouth are not always accurate, and not on purpose that I'm making errors, but sometimes I'm just making errors. And when I'm going through and looking at the stamps and talking about things, I don't have all the facts. So it's great when those of you who do have the facts can either correct in a nice way or give feedback and say, you know, if you wanted more information on this stamp, this is what this stamp's all about. And that's great because people look at the comments too, and they can learn all the different things that I wasn't able to give details on that people that do have the information can. So that's great. The corrections that I needed from my last video, I did write them in the description to let people know where there was an error, just in case that other people started to think Expo 67, Olympic 76. Yeah, I'm not perfect, and I never claimed to be. So I'm glad that those of you who are out there either can get a chuckle or a laugh at it and say, oh, that's not what he means to say, or you know the right answer and you're able to let me know that I made a mistake along the way. So that's me, my humble confession of letting you know that I make mistakes too. I apologize for it if I do. All right, yeah, what else do I have? I don't really have anything else lined up for the rest of the week, so we'll see what comes out. I may do a stamp video. All depends on how busy work is. Today it was incredibly busy. I went in an hour earlier, so I started at 4:30 and worked a long day, and I actually went in yesterday on Sunday and was able to work for a couple hours to try to prep for today, because there are a lot of flyers. We're building up. Christmas is starting to catch up with us. There's more mail, there's more parcels, there's more flyers, so the days are a bit longer. So as a result, I will fit in making new videos as I can. So hopefully you like this one. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.